Muy bien.
Guess we can rest a bit.
Seguiremos con el video anterior. Nos pidieron que hablara con Zhongli. Entonces... Oh, frac. No se cayó. Esto chingada madre. Bueno. Let's go.
Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid that Wangsheng funeral parlor isn't in the best state to receive guests.
We've come to see Zhongli. Could you please tell him we're here?
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment. It seems he went to Northland.
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong to the Fatui? Last time we saw Zhongli was before we went to the Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? We had better go and make sure...
A ver qué sale.
I suppose this will do.
Cofre gratis. Me equivoqué de dirección. Otro cofre.
Better than nothing.
Vamos. ¿Tú qué? Listones.
You call this cooperation between harbingers? Cooperation involved...
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land? I'm sure you must have enjoyed that. Oh, it seems that some of your friends...
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child. And...
It's you two. I believe we've met once but... Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching...
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui harbor.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you. Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. Of course, the real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on. So actually, I think...
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind. The Gnosis, please.
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled. That which...
Hijo de la verga.
How sanctimonious.
What? So you're the Lord of Chiao? No, wait. That's an exciting twist and all, but...
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract. For it is a...
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you, and splat! This big dragon...
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling...
Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best that I explain. As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. It is now 3,700 years ago that I founded Liyue, together with the Adept. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time, until one drizzly day, as I was strolling along the harbor, I stood motionless among the crowds, asked...
Oh,
But as I began to
Cabrón.
consider relinquishing my divine role, was Liyue,
Quiere descansar.
the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its... So I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and that's right, which is why I continued to safeguard the...
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear?
Of course, and it would have been all too easy for him too. Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity.
In the end, the resolution to all that has transpired was... Take the Adepti, for instance. Owing to their years of seclusion, they were the least informed.
Está curioso.
Yet when faced with a crisis, they commendably... Credit is also due to Signora, the emissary dispatched by the... This meant I could remain as... All of these things turned out as I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liyue. They seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue's divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death.
Huh? That doesn't sound good at all.
On the contrary,
Ok.
I think it is excellent.
Mucho texto.
I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me. And it...
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving?
I think that thanks would be more
Pobrecillo.
appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god...
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Be that as it may, you've come out of this as the hero of Liyue. I on the...
Well then, with the Gnosis in my possession, I have no use for such idle chatter. We should return to Zappolyarny Palace and seek an odd...
Fine. I'll meet you there later.
Do as you wish.
Cabrón.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
Right! As Zhongli always told us, a good trade is a fair trade. Paimon has no idea what could be a good trade for a Gnosis.
Realistically speaking, there is no such thing.
Huh?
However, I am the god of contracts. For thousands of years, I have made countless contracts. If the deal was of no benefit, then I certainly would not be inclined to agree to it. My agreement with the Cryo-Archon will be the last of my contracts as the Geo-Archon. My contract to end all contracts. As for the bargaining chip that the Tsaritsa used to balance the scales, uncover that answer for yourself in your future journeys.
Engañados. Fuimos engañados totalmente. No vi.
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we spent so much time trying to organize it, it would be a real shame not to go there now.
A ver, ¿para dónde vamos a ir? Pues, no muy lejos. Pero soy Tuki. Hola, floreta del sin Chiu. Sin Chiu. Aquí no hay nada.
Well, since we're going through it... So Rex Lapis is really... Oh, come on. There's only one real possibility in my mind. I've heard that the assassin was the
Fatui? They certainly...
Shh! Lower your voice. If the Fatui catch you in their sights,
Y ni modo.
You know that god from the ocean couldn't have just shown up out of nowhere. I mean, it's been 2,000 years.
Yes, and to think that this happened right.
Say, do you think the person who assassinated our lord and...
Now that you mention it, that's very possible. I mean, it all fits together. That person must have colluded with the evil god to harm Rex. Still, what sort of supernatural prowess?
Forget it.
Escuchando
Guessing's no
teorías
use.
De la gente así nomás. Todos nosotros realmente sabemos qué pedo.
Hear ye all! The Queee sings words. Though a dragon soars ageless as the mountains, it too must return to dust. This is common knowledge. Gods and adepti live glorious lives, but both light and shadow have their season. So too must they face divinely appointed trials. Rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis was murdered. Now, let the truth be revealed. Having been thwarted in his trial, Rex Lapis's soul has recouped the celestial heights. He beseeches the people of Liyue to grieve not and to let not their hearts be saddened. Nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Paimon needs a translation on what the Queee sings announce. So that's how there's something feels off. Why would they? Could the Queee sing already have known that Rex? Did Zhongli tell them in secret? Exactly, right?
Es un secreto, quién sabe la verdad.
Look, it's Ningguang and Keqing.
As said previously, Rex Lapis's soul returning to the heavens.
3,700 years of contracts burnt.
We, the people of Liyue, were indeed prosperous, but blinded by our
the long, unending dream of our arch.
Now that we have awoken from our dream, will you stand with us as we re-establish our contracts?
So concludes the words of Her Eminence the Tianquan. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have anything to add?
Huh? Is she looking this way?
Terminar una
Traveler.
era para iniciar una nueva.
Yikes!
Con la muerte
She
del
really is
que
looking our
inició
way.
todo.
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient god?
So young. The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts. And as you have heard, our eyes see far and our reach is long. Name your price.
Whoa.
No merezco tal cosa.
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
Hablado.
Perhaps.
Simón.
But it seems, well, that...
As for the more...
Busca Zhongli. Oh, fuck.
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this. Everyone in Liyue is caught up, and here you are looking all relaxed.
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying down the burden I have borne for... Right, if the two of you can spare the time.
That sounds like big talk, Zhongli. Paimon might have believed you if you were treating us to some...
You're right. I do like the Mora. As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have chosen to walk this earth as the mortal Jean, when I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand, I knew that I must soon retire from my role.
Oh, no wonder. Paimon gets it now. But since you weren't used to not being able to just make more Mora as and when you wanted to.
Well, we were only spending Fatui money. In the City of Commerce, we do not merely exchange money or goods. The Archon Morax. I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli. That is true.
Paimon thinks that we should make.
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The nation that neighbors Liyue by sea, Inazuma, is presently closed. Yes, the nation has been closed. The Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue...
Paimon thinks we've heard that.
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the shogun of Inazuma, people call her the Raiden.
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense, Paimon doesn't remember that always. Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what?
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan. But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment, this is what visions are. Magical.
That's how people.
But starting from last year, the Raiden
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders, and to inlay them upon the hands of the statue of the omnipresent god.
They want to seize visions. But why?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely...
Whoa!
The Animo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. It seems the fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away, will only strengthen knowing her. She must have again quoted that adage she is most fond of. 7 ideals for 7 gods. And of the... All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? Well then, I suppose you'll have to find a way to get in...
Completada. Y ahora... Oh, no. Habla con Martín. Supongo que no me hará daño. Espera, dulce.
I still have a lot.
Y... Habla con Dulce.
Do at the guild. How about you take a rest while I go back?
Voy a mandar rienda así yo. ¿Cuántas? Ojo. Tengo para comprar otro.
I have gathered everyone here today. Perhaps some of you will have heard the news already. I am, in fact...
Rebuild the Jade Chamber? That's...
So the rumors are true. No wonder the price of...
The Jade Chamber means a lot to Lady Ningguang.
Lady Ningguang, is there any way we can be of...
Patience. Since the news made it out a few days ago, I have... Nevertheless, I do have a few matters I should like to entrust to you. The building site has been chosen, and most of the materials have been assembled. They are as follows. Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
Excuse my ignorance, Lady Ningguang.
Only sufficiently large pieces of plastrite, or specifically, Vermilionite. Adepti Sigils serve as a means of integrating. Although these 3 items are rare, I trust that with your connect, I take the saying, time is money, more seriously than most. Efficient, you may ask me.
These things won't be easy to get hold of.
Then it's the deal of a lifetime. Information from late...
Haha, what a coincidence! I won't divulge...
De comerciantes, de correo.
No.
Ningguang's rebuilding the Jade Chamber? This is like...
So you heard my announcement, did you? What do you think?
La neta no.
Interested? Yes. Providing the question pertains to something I am...
Really? Ooh, then Paimon will ask you. Then we'll never be
Say
short
cosas.
of Mora ever again.
Of course. But how much information I share with you... The construction of the Jade Chamber I have other business to attend to now. Remember, this is a race against the clock.
Ningguang seems super busy. Come on, we bet. First, we gotta get out of Eugene Terrace. Huh? Look!
Ma'am, you seem like an eminent and distinguished young lady to me. I can see that you're as it happens. We have some information about the materials that I...
No, I don't...
Don't be like that.
No se vaya.
Why don't you stand there? Oh, right, yeah.
El valiente Chiang. Están acosando. ¿Qué pedo?
Did you hear that? They said they had some useful
¿Ah? Desbloquear. No, qué bueno. Desbloquear. No, desbloquear. Listo. Mucho boom. Lo volvemos a encontrar. Misiones de Arconte, ok. Tenemos mucho que hacer ahora. Por lo que...
information's just what we need right now. Let's follow them and see what we can find out.
A ver qué sale de esto.
Ah, children, come.
Oh, what is it, Granny? Need a...
Oh, no, no. You've done... In fact, my old friends and I...
A gift? For Paimon?
Okay.
Oh, child, you are so very... When you traversed my old teapot in search of the cleansing bell, That simply won't do. Fortunately, I have not yet grown... Oh! I will not go. The teapot that you entered previously was a...
So, in the eyes of an adeptus...
Oh, indeed, the teapot. But
se me
that's
hace que la
enough
misión de la
nostalgia
tetera.
for now.
That's right!
Oh, settle down now, children. What's more, I doubt that you... Well, for starters, I require some... You would have to dig down, but almost no one even more difficult. In any case, Smaragd's goodness knows if that child will succeed in...
Well, since...
Yes, I suppose...
She counts?
Oh,
I'm back, Granny. Oh, I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to do the honors. This child, Yanfei, I believe you already heard of the traveler.
Of course, who hasn't? Much has been written about you in the Millilith's record. You became one of Liyue's most wanted after the Millilith marked you as a suspect before finally defeating an ancient god together with Granny and her associates, and subsequently, a shame that we didn't meet sooner. If we had, well, I can't say that I would have been able to Allow me to introduce myself once more. I'm Yanfei, a legal advisor. Got a legal problem? You can come right... Oh, yes. Here's my business card. You'll if you have an urgent issue, just...
All right, Yanfei, all right. Let's get... You'll have to excuse Yanfei. She's...
Paimon was gonna ask the same question.
An adeptus? I guess. He mentioned that he once campaigned. They had me, and once I was all grown up,
Well, that's a bit casual.
Well, my dad... Anyway, Let's not dwell on that too much.
Is that so, Yanfei? Are you sure you can't?
I know, Granny, you've told me 1,000 times.
That's a real
Commercial consultancy. Or Krustle. A Snezhnayan merchant who once came to me with some legal queries on certain... He mentioned that he was considering acquiring... So, I guess I'll go look for him. Oh, you want to join?
Wow. An Adeptus. Best we be a little more...
Aguántala. Eso. Entonces, ¿qué estaba haciendo? No. No tengo idea. Bueno. Muchas misiones. Pero vamos a hacer esto.
They're not here. Let's keep looking.
Ok, entendí.
Well, will you look at that, ma'am? Don't worry, we're not bad guys. You give us some Mora, we give you...
Boss, I got a bad feeling about this. Look at her, the white hair, the energy she gives off. I'm telling...
So what? She's loaded. How are we ever going to repay those gambling debts if we just...
I've already told you. If you still can't grasp that...
Come on, ma'am. It's not about whether you need the info or not, okay? It's about you taking out your money and handing it over.
I won't...
No more excuses! Yeah, I saw you. Strolling into Leo Lee Pavilion, then Shinyu Kiosk, then Wanmin Restaurant. How could you afford to be...
Master warned me not to lay a hand on anyone in Liyue Harbor, but here we are. Perhaps...
Boss, I'm telling you...
What are you afraid of? We're just selling information. It's not illegal. If she lays a finger on us, all the better. We'll sue her for everything she's worth.
Oh, you again.
The Millilith. What are the Millilith doing here?
Silence! How dare you threaten in...
No.
Estúpidos.
Shenhe.
Shenhe?
My name.
Oh, so your name's Shenhe. Paimon's name is... Paimon. And this is Paimon's travel buddy.
I've heard about you two before. I could have dealt with it myself, though. I suspect...
This is Liyue Harbor.
Laws. No.
Really?
That would be my stomach growling.
She's so honest. Wait, that's right. They said you went around all the restaurants. Then of course you're still hungry.
Chingson, Glaze Lily, Violet Grass. These are my... medicinal...
Kinda hard to explain. Anyway, Booba Pharmacy's not far away.
Okay.
After all, you can't work...
Así es.
Do you think Shenhe might be an Adeptus? It seems like it's her first time in Liyue Harbor, and she doesn't seem to get how things work here. If she is an Adeptus, that would explain everything. Where does she fit in with the other Adepti, though?
Are you here to buy some herbs? I do hope you brought your prescription.
Chingson, Glaze Lily, and Violet Grass, please. Half a pound of each.
What kind of prescription is this? Sounds more like a lunch order. Oh, here you go. That's everything we have in stock.
Thank you.
She's really...
My hunger has now abated.
Están buenas.
Rather awful. Though they were not completely devoid of sweet fragrance. After consuming a large...
How come you chow down on these? If Paimon had enough Mora, Paimon would go to the fanciest...
Because I'm not sure whether I will remain here. The food of the mortal realm is most delicious. But should I return to the mountains, yearning, sampling each dish in order to appreciate its...
Return to the mountains!
Enough about me.
Okay.
What are your plans?
Oh, right! Paimon almost forgot!
Okay.
And now we're probably super behind.
I see.
Yep! Were you interested in the
I came for the rebuild. However, you have shown me your kindness, and I would now let...
Wow! But having an Adeptus help out will make things a whole lot easier.
Then let's not delay. I have a...
Great! Paimon bets this is...
I am not sure. We simply need to dispose of...
Veto!
Really? But I hear that competition is in essence about...
Look, we want to win this competition. Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Course, and Adepti Sigil.
I was wondering who I could hear arguing over there. So, it's you.
Baishu? What are you doing?
Lady Ningguang wishes to purchase a large batch of wound dressing. We're running low at the store, so...
Huh? How come Lady...
I'm not too sure. I did hear she's looking to rebuild the Jade Chamber. Maybe for its first aid on... Oh, and she also borrowed Chi-Chi. Meaning Boo Boo Pharmacy is
No, we've got other stuff to do.
Ah, the variety of plostrite used in the Jade Chamber, yes? As far as the records show, virtually all Sunset Vermilionite in existence...
Okay then, let's go ask at the... Thanks, Baishu.
You're quite welcome.
This is Baishu. Bueno, aquí la vamos a dejar por el día de hoy. Gracias por verlo y nos vemos a la próxima. Chao.